Have you ever sent a text message you instantly regretted? A message that, once sent, you desperately wished you could unsend? We've all been there. A typo, an autocorrect fail, maybe sending a message to the wrong person. Usually it's just a moment of embarrassment, a quick apology, and life moves on. But what if one single text message could unravel everything you've built? What if it could detonate your perfect life, leaving nothing but smoke and rubble? Today we're diving into a story that's a chilling reminder of how fragile our digital lives can be. A story about how one simple text message ruined a seemingly perfect life. This is the story of Alex. To everyone who knew him, Alex was the definition of success. He was a brilliant architect, living in a beautiful modern home he designed himself. He was married to his college sweetheart, Sarah, a talented graphic designer, and they had two wonderful kids, a 7-year-old daughter named Lily and a 5-year-old son, Leo. They were the family everyone in their suburban neighborhood looked up to. They hosted the best barbecues, their kids were always polite and happy, and Alex and Sarah still looked at each other with that spark. From the outside, their life wasn't just good, it was perfect. Alex had worked tirelessly to build this life. He came from a humble background and had put himself through school, often working 2 jobs while studying. He was driven, ambitious, and deeply loved his family. His career was taking off. His firm had just landed a massive city redevelopment project, and he was on the fast track to becoming a partner. He had everything he had ever dreamed of, a fortress of happiness he had carefully constructed, brick by brick. But as we all know, even the strongest fortress can have a hidden weakness, a single point of vulnerability. And for Alex, that vulnerability was about to be exposed by the very technology that was supposed to make his life easier. It all started on a Tuesday, a day that began just like any other. Alex woke up early, went for a run, helped Sarah get the kids ready for school, and kissed them all goodbye before heading to a high-stakes meeting. The meeting was with the city council to finalize the details of the redevelopment project. It was the culmination of months of hard work. The pressure was immense, but Alex was confident. He nailed the presentation. The council members were impressed, and by lunchtime, the deal was unofficially sealed. He was ecstatic. Walking on air, he pulled out his phone to share the incredible news. This is where everything changes. In his excitement, Alex intended to text his best friend and colleague, Mark. He wanted to write something like, "We got it. The city council is on board. Can't believe all the late nights finally paid off. We seriously pulled one over on the competition." It was a moment of pure, unfiltered joy, and a bit of professional bravado shared between friends. He typed it out quickly, his fingers flying across the screen, high on adrenaline and success. He hit send without a second thought, already picturing the celebratory dinner he and Sarah would have that night. But he didn't text Mark. In his haste, he had accidentally selected a different contact. He had sent the text message to Sarah. Now, you might be thinking, so what? It's a bit of an odd text for a wife to receive, but it's not a disaster. But here's the devastating twist. The text wasn't the only thing Alex sent. Attached to that message, without him realizing it, was a photograph, the most recent photo in his camera roll. A photo he had completely forgotten was there. It was a picture of him and another woman, a junior colleague from his firm. They were at a conference a few months back, having drinks at the hotel bar. The photo was innocent enough on its own, but combined with the text message, "We seriously pulled one over," it painted a very, very different picture. Sarah received the text while she was in the middle of designing a logo for a new client. Her phone buzzed. She saw Alex's name and smiled, expecting a sweet message. What she saw made her heart stop. The words, "pulled one over," and the photo of her husband with another woman, both smiling, glasses in hand, hit her like a physical blow. Her mind started racing, connecting dots that weren't there. Pulled one over? Was their whole life a lie? Was this woman the reason for all those late nights at the office? The perfect life she believed she was living began to crumble in that single gut-wrenching moment. The ambiguity of the message, combined with the unexpected photo, created a perfect storm of doubt and suspicion. Immediately, Sarah tried to call Alex. But Alex, still in post-meeting handshakes and back-patting, had his phone on silent. He didn't see her calls. He didn't see her frantic follow-up texts. "Who is that? What does this mean, Alex? Call me now." To him, everything was perfect. To her, their world was ending. For 2 agonizing hours, Sarah was left alone with her thoughts, her imagination running wild, filling in the blanks with the worst possible scenarios. The trust that had been the foundation of their 15-year relationship was being pulverized with every passing minute. By the time Alex finally checked his phone and saw the chaos he had unknowingly unleashed, the damage was already done. He called her back instantly, his voice full of confusion. "Sarah, what's wrong? I saw your messages." He tried to explain. "Honey, no, it's a huge misunderstanding. The text was from Mark about the project, the photo. I don't even know how that got sent. It's from the Chicago conference. It was nothing." But his explanations sounded weak, like frantic excuses. The seed of doubt had been planted, and it was now a thorny, tangled weed choking the life out of their marriage. Sarah couldn't hear his words. All she could hear was the sound of her heart breaking. She couldn't unsee the picture. She couldn't unread the words. The days that followed were a living nightmare. The beautiful home that once felt like a sanctuary now felt like a cold, silent prison. Sarah was distant, her eyes filled with a pain and mistrust Alex had never seen before. He pleaded, he explained, he even got Mark to talk to her. He showed her the email from the city council confirming the project win, proving the context of his text. He explained that the photo was a group picture that he had cropped months ago to send to his mom, showing her his new suit, and he had forgotten to delete the crop. Logically, it all made sense. But emotions aren't logical. The emotional wound was too deep. For Sarah, the perfect image of her life had been shattered, and she couldn't shake the feeling that the lie was the life itself, not the text message. Their perfect life, once so vibrant and full of love, was now a hollow shell. They tried counseling, but the trust was gone. The simple accidental text message had become a symbol of everything that could be hidden. A few months later, they separated. Alex moved out of the home he had designed, the home where his children slept. His career success felt empty. The big project win was a bitter memory, the catalyst for his downfall. He had reached the pinnacle of his professional life and the absolute bottom of his personal life on the very same day, all because of a single, careless tap on a screen. This story is a powerful and sobering lesson for all of us in this digital age. It shows how a simple misunderstanding, amplified by technology, can have devastating real-world consequences. It's a reminder to be mindful, to be present, and to remember that the connections that truly matter are the ones we nurture face-to-face, not through a screen. A text can't convey tone, it can't show remorse, and it can't hold someone's hand. Alex's perfect life wasn't ruined by an affair or a grand deception. It was ruined by a simple mistake, a digital fumble that spiraled into a tragedy. It makes you think, doesn't it? Before you hit send next time, maybe take an extra second to double-check. You never know what life-altering typo is waiting to happen. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories that make you think. See you in the next one.